Any particular mark here, or?
It's wherever you want to be, and just
Okay.
just a slate would be great, and then you can go ahead.
What's the shot?
Pardon?
The shot.
I usually start sort of wide, and then I come in as the piece goes on, just to
Okay.
so people get a sense of what you look like in different frames.
Got it.
Okay, when you're ready.
Hi, my name is Rich Flight. Cell is 203-912-8616.
Thanks very much.
And this is a piece from Rounding Third by Richard Dresser. Oh, dear God, please let him catch this ball just this once. Let him know what it feels like to have the ball stay in his glove and not go bouncing past him. We've done that many times. Let him catch this ball. Let him have this one memory for the rest of his life. Let him catch this ball and jog back to the bench, grinning in spite of himself, getting pats on the back from his teammates. He's never had that, and he may never have that chance again. Now, God, if you're really there, and for the purposes of right now, I'm assuming you are, this is a pretty small request. Last year, I asked you to let my wife live. And yes, that was a big one. I know you had your reasons for what happened, which I try to understand, but I just don't get it. The bases are loaded, the score is tied. Frankie's already struck out 3 times, plus a ball got past him in right field and went all the way to the fence. A bad hop, not his fault. Just one more example of your unique sense of humor, which has caused so much hilarity through the ages. I guess what I'm trying to tell you is this. I need to feel hope. I need to believe there's a purpose to all this, that somewhere there's a reason for the drop fly balls, the endless hours in the hospital waiting room, and the daily dread of getting out of bed. I don't need much, but I need something. A hint, a sign, a quick thumbs up from the home office. Please, just once, I need this boy to catch the ball.
Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okie doke.
So I just stand up at one point. I don't move around too much.
That's fine. Yeah.
Slate?
Yeah.
Jared Check. Cell phone is 714-213-4159.
Okay, and your time's turning this off. I don't want to have ringing in the middle of your performance. Okay. Ready.
When I would go and visit him and we would sit and look at each other, his eyes would mist over and his nostrils would pinch with emotion. But I could never tell what that emotion was. Love or anger or regret. One day, sitting in his wheelchair and staring without comprehension at television, he died. Alone. Without even an orange in his hand. Death ends a life, but it does not end a relationship which struggles on in the survivor's mind towards some resolution which it never finds. Alice said I could not accept the sadness of this world. What did it matter if I never loved him or he never loved me? But still, when I hear the word Father, it matters. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
I can follow you.
Okay.
So just if you can give us a slate, and then in your time,
Okay.
you can go ahead. Thank you.
All right. My name is Leah Fisher, and my phone number is 646-351-2098. Sit down. What? Why shouldn't I join a dating service? You go to a bar and you don't know who you're talking to. You could be talking to some serial killer or something. Well, this way, if I end up getting murdered on my date, at least I can sue somebody. And besides, what's wrong with just admitting you want to find a man? I mean, is there anything wrong with that? It's only, the primal urge. Well, and it's nothing that we should be ashamed of. You go to a bar, and all you do there is pretend you want a drink, when what you really want is a date, and the next thing you know, you're an alcoholic and you're fat. Well, no thanks, okay? It is time to be an adult here. And apart from the fact that it was one of the most humiliating experiences of my life, the people at the dating service were actually pretty nice. You know, everyone smiled all the time and asked extremely personal questions, and yeah, it was kind of like joining a cult, you know? Yeah. Well, it was probably just as big a waste of time as anything. But you know, as long as I'm wasting time, I may as well live with hope, you know? I mean, I can't imagine from what they asked me that they'll hook me up with an actual man, but you know what, they might. Someone with biceps. Oh, he's out there somewhere, and they will find him with their little computer. Oh, and then I'll have a date with him. Biceps. Oh, that would be nice, huh?
Thank you.
Buddy.
Good, how are you?
Excellent, thank you.
So just give us a slate, and then you can begin when you're ready.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Brad Makarowski, 917-478-6984. I know women, George. I know the steps you have to take. First step is letting them know who you are. I see a woman I want to meet, I'll do anything to get her attention. In a bar, I'll trip her, knock a drink out of her hand, throw ice cubes at her, anything. Just so that she notices me. Yeah, I once saw a blonde in a VW cruising along, instead of honking, waving at her. She wouldn't look at me. So I ran her right off the road. She just barely misses a telephone pole, the VW goes up on its side in a ditch, and I'm the guy that pulled her out. Think I didn't score after an introduction like that? You do it right, you can get any woman in the world, married, unmarried, gorgeous, anyone. The mistake most guys make is they're just hopeful. You can't be just hopeful, George. You gotta be fully committed.
Thank you very much. Yeah, wherever you'd like to, just give us